Welcome to episode number 3, which is actually the very first episode I recorded. In the summer of 2018, I began working out of Belgium for Herrmutt Lobby on the Playground app, and had a chance to meet up with Swordz and Likwit. So first, I want to give a big shout out to Fabot, Odilon, MG Supergale, TMB, and all the other Belgian scratchers. They have a great local scene, not just in terms of talent, but the overall community. We've got Odilon's Too Many DJ battles, the Brussels Cuts meetups, Beat for Battle, IDA, DMC, in such a tiny little country, just chock full of cut killers. So it's really dope place. My first weekend in Belgium, I entered the Too Many DJs battle, where of course I lost to TMB, but I got to meet up with Swordz and Likwit, who immediately became friends. So Swordz invited me and my family over for a few barbecues at his house, and he let me do the first interview with him and Likwit. So if you're not familiar with Swordz, he was the Belgian winner this year of the Beat for Battle and IDA Scratch categories, and he's currently in the final round of the Hardcore Skratch Nerds battle. So Likwit himself has been around in the Euro Scratch scene since the late 90s, and kind of seen it evolve all then, and so it was really good to talk to Likwit, as he was Swordz' mentor. He actually taught him to scratch. Then he took some time off, and he recently got back into scratching, so you'll see him going for it in the next few years, I'm sure. I'll start this with a video of Likwit's entry for the Hardcore Skratch Nerds battle, and then followed by Tom, or DJ Swordz, round 2 of the same battle. So there's lots of interesting Belgian and Euro scratch history in here, and I'll post some links in the description to the videos that we reference in the podcast. And last, please help support the podcast and the scratch arts by downloading the free Playground app. It's free on iOS and has lots of free beats, including the recently released Thud Rumble maps from Qbert. So if you like it, there's lots of paid content. You can try out a weekly, monthly, or yearly subscription and unlock everything. And the money goes directly to the artists whose beats that you use in the app. So it's always nice to give back to our tiny little niche. So, okay, on to the podcast. Enjoy.
Bring the ruckus like some mad motherfuckers. Bring the ruckus like some mad motherfuckers. Mad motherfuckers.
start here. So I guess first, who are you guys?
I'm DJ Swordz.
Swordz.
And I'm DJ Likwit.
Likwit Swordz.
Oh shit.
Together we're like a genius team. We should be DJs
So basically,
for
he
like
was
Wu-Tang.
my teacher, and then the student becomes the master.
He still thinks that's the way he sees it, of course.
Battle words. But then when did you guys meet?
Around 2000 or something.
Yeah, maybe even earlier.
Yeah.
I don't even remember, but
Yeah.
like 2000, 2001 maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
seems right.
Sorry.
Like through a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
That was like you went to school with him.
Yeah.
And he was I knew him from like another
college,
guy.
Yeah.
And he told me, so yeah, I know this guy in my school. He's like way into scratching. I was like, really? You need to like show me this guy. I mean, I want to hear how he does. And then like the first day, it was like instantly I could hear he was like real good. I was like starting out.
I just knew a few little like easy tricks.
But you could like instantly hear that he was like.
I mean, like
gonna get real good, like fast.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, no, that was like the thing. You can. I heard like tons of people like. So yeah, I'm into scratching and blah blah blah, and then like you hear him and like so yeah it's not like working anymore.
But he was at that time. You were like, and still the master in one particular, or even more than one, but like one particular thing, and I mean like Babu was I guess the first one who did the fast to click flare, and he does it even.
That was a thing. That was like
really more on point. I would say even like
a friend of mine,
really fast.
A friend of mine like had like gave me like he went someplace and bought like a video from the Beat Junkies with like all routines from like Melody and like J-Rock and like Babu. Then like this was like a year or 2 years after like he won like the ITF championships. And I was like instantly, what the fuck is this guy? This is like the sickest scratching I've ever heard.
Really sick rolling.
Yeah, like the rolling funky
double click as well. That really funky one.
Yeah, and
that was his like signature thing. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, and I was like instantly, man, I'm gonna like train for like as long as it takes. I want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And one day out of nowhere, I came back from school, started scratching again, like okay, let's try it again, and like all of a sudden it came out and was like, what the fuck just happened? What did I just do?
Yeah.
And then it started. And
but what year was that that happened to you?
I even know the date.
Yeah.
It was the 20th of February in 2000.
Nice.
And I was like,
awesome.
What the fuck is this shit?
I think I remember.
And I still cannot do this stuff. Yeah, that's the funniest thing of all. It's like some really. It even looks retarded, you know. The way
retarded.
they
it's pretty much you need to be a little retarded to do
it's
that.
It's like a rolling a 2-click flare that is like really fast.
Just like identical. I was basically like you can see like in the video they zoom in on like his hand when he's like
doing it,
doing the fader thing, and I was like studying. It's like normal guys like they do a scratch like this. But Babu does it like different, and I was like, I need to know why he does it like that, and when I found out why he did it like that, I could like instantly, oh shit, this is like the way to do it, and like all of a sudden I was able to do it, and like, I mean, I've been doing it ever since.
The thing is, I wanted to learn this stuff, but then. Until today, I cannot even do it.
But that's the thing.
But and then I developed some like 3-click, which is
like
slower,
insane.
But
way more
three
up.
Yeah. But I never got to like the fast 2-click flare.
But that's the thing. I told him like when I saw you at Dom's place.
Yeah.
I told him like he was like yeah, but I totally suck and blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, no, you think you suck right now, but like in like a few years. you will scratch so freaking hard. At this point, you can't even realize how hard you're gonna scratch. But I could instantly see it. Like this guy is gonna like your Transformer scratches were already like totally ridiculous.
Yeah, that was the first scratch I ever did. Like with
and you still do it.
The Gemini Scratch Master.
Yeah,
everybody had.
Scratch Master.
And then the only thing I could do was like. And I'm still doing it like
and everybody loves it, so that's basically and I saw it instantly. I was like, man, maybe you can't do like the 2 clicks or whatever, but that doesn't even matter. I mean, you're gonna find like way crazier shit.
Yep.
So
and he did.
Go ahead now.
No, I was just thinking like, so that was 2000. You're probably watching those videos 98, 99.
Yep. I actually started in 98.
When you started, what do you mean started? Did you mean like somebody showed you some stuff you got to play with it, or did you buy equipment? You know,
I already had equipment. Like I basically started with the 98 US DMC finals where Gray's won, and that's probably one of the best routines ever.
Yeah,
the 6 minutes where he's like at the end with the drum bass stuff, and that's the video, and then the world finals in Paris.
Where I went there. I went to Paris
was
back
juggling
then.
there,
like in 99.
98. That was 98 when Grace won for the first time. These 2 videos were the first videos that I actually saw, and then I started myself like in 98. Like
But then. So you just saw the video and you were like, "Fuck that! I'm buying turntables."
Yeah.
You hadn't touched them or anything.
Actually, I already had like one really crappy belt drive,
everyone was
JV system thingy,
right.
like
Everybody
really
had
crappy
that,
stuff. And then like on the left hand side the belt drive, and then on the other side like a CD player, like like everybody probably. But I was even listening, just buying records and like listening to hip hop, you know, like and then trying to. Because I had no clue how to do it. I was just
Premiere
scratching
scratches?
on like even just like 36 chambers, and then scratching on like the snares and like this kind of stuff. Like, Baby scratch.
It was like at one point I met, and then he met him also, like the Killer Tactics crew. That
from Leuven, shout out.
These guys,
they're awesome now.
The kings of
Killer Tactics. You don't know them? They're like the for us still the best beat jugglers ever, man. Like
to us, they are. It's not even debatable.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
the top
debatable.
Of the world.
It is, but still, Dysfunctional is one of the cleanest beat jugglers ever. He has both of them have the execution. They adopted sort of like the executioner style,
and they
advanced in this a little bit, even like because they go 2 rounds further back. They pull like 2-3 rounds back, like and like it's really insane, and they keep it really clean, like especially
it sounds like a
Dysfunctional.
freaking sampler. They could like
like a drum machine.
When did you first come across them?
Yeah, here in this town, man. In Leuven.
Like in '98, I was doing we were doing like parties in Louvain, but they already had like more or less like they were like doing all the battles. Like the parties in Louvain, and so me and a friend of mine, we wanted to do like some parties, and like they were like instantly, no problem, man. Like I mean, we can hook you up with like the rooms and shit. And so we did a party with them, but like a week before they said, come over and we can do some scratching and shit. And I was like already doing some stuff.
And when was that exactly? Like 96, 97?
98.
98.
Maybe not even 97, I don't even remember. But the thing was, I came down there and like Demented, it's like also from the Killer Tactics, and now like from the Misfits, like the world champion, DMC world champion right now.
He was the first one who actually really was scratching really, really well, actually, in Belgium.
And basically, I came there at like a Dysfunctional script, and he was like, they were like doing like beat juggling, like tight beat juggling, like high level stuff, and me and a friend were like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
I was like, they were.
At that point, we were like,
good.
"Okay, we need to like find out what this is." And then they showed us like all kind of like the old battle videos, like Mrs. Sinister,
the executioners,
like the old things from Melody when he still had like the
Baboos,
wavy gelled hair and shit.
Baboos.
These guys were insanely good back then. And from there on, we were like, okay, so there's like battles and stuff about this, and then we got into like the whole thing.
Yeah, and we actually really did those battles like ITF, DMC.
Like was.
Well,
I did like.
When was the first battle that you?
For me, DMC in 2001 or something like a Belgian championship. Category scratching. Yeah. But I was really, really bad, and I had to go up against him, and I immediately lost, obviously, because it was like, you don't remember like at the Atomium, like the battle with dude, your long-term memories.
I battled Saladin.
No. You were battling me, and you don't even remember. It was like 2001, and Demented and Dysfunctional were there as well. And
I didn't even know I battled you.
They
once.
called it Coupe de Belgique.
That was against Self, man.
No,
seriously.
it was me in 2001. I'm 100% sure. It's so funny that you don't even remember. And you, of course, you beat me.
Those were different days.
Yeah. No details, but
So what was your first battle? The same battle?
My first battle was like
earlier,
ITF '99. That was in Antwerp, and I passed like there was like the pool, not like the pool, like a pre-round to like determined like the top
elimination,
8, right, the elimination shit, and basically the first guy that went on, he like totally messed up like his juggles and shit, and his scratching was okay, but like okay-ish, and then like. I had to go next, and I was like, man, like nervous as hell, of course, because like there was like a full rim, like 1,000 people or whatever. I was like, what the fuck?
And back in the day, there were actually more than 100 people coming to.
It was crazy. It was like in Antwerp and the Sickles. It was like a really
Benelux
like a huge venue.
Championships. It was Benelux, I think. No, it was the Benelux chapter, I think. Benelux, like Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Yeah.
But the thing was, it was like a room full of like you know, like when there's like so much people that you just like see like a sea of people, and it's not really like.
And you're getting nervous.
I was like, what the fuck? There's actually like a lot of people showed up.
And then you then fuck it up.
Yeah, then basically I started like doing like the most basic juggles there are basically, and people started like cheering and like screaming like in a second. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then like that went real well, and then like the round after that, like the scratching, I was like real confident about the scratching because like the juggles were
your
like
scratching was one at the top of like
And then like instantly when I started scratching, like it was even more noise and like people went mad. So I passed that. I passed that round. And then like after the element, like in the top 8.
So quarterfinals basically, and then you went to the semifinals.
And then I came against Demented, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I always lost to like people, like friends of mine. It's like crazy, like and like Demented actually like he ended up. There was like the finals
third or something, or I don't know.
No, like the finals. There was like a weird final. It was like 3 people in the final, like Grasshopper, who won like in '97.
By the way, do you know DJ Grasshopper?
Yeah,
he's actually the first true DJ.
He's like a legend.
I think he came to my scratch jam last week.
Yeah, it was
together with Lamont.
Fucking cool.
And
they're still fucking great.
They're awesome dudes. Like, and they're still like, they're the godfathers of
Belgian, Belgian scratching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically,
everyone
I know like started listening to hip hop and instantly know like DJ Grasshopper. That was like,
absolutely.
He's the dude. He's basically the dude.
These guys made really awesome, especially Grass. Made the dopest beats also, and
beats
also
like crazy,
mixtapes. The mixtapes,
his mixtapes are great.
I don't know, like every month there was a different mixtape, and it was full of like the most obscure hip hop.
Yeah,
you would never know actually, like
the stuff you really wanted to have.
And then you find it in Brussels in a small record store, like, oh damn, that's the one from his mixtape. You know, like
even before Lefto worked there.
Yeah, indeed.
What years? Like, when did you first come across him? Do you think?
Grass.
Yeah, when did he start up?
He started like
He
in
was
the
out of
80s.
Brussels?
He's from Bruges.
Bruges originally, but he rapped like Ghent.
Yeah, he lived in Ghent
Lived in Ghent
for a
mostly.
long time. Yeah, yeah, and then the whole scene in Ghent in the 90s
Yeah,
was,
there was, like,
or end
those
of the
guys were
90s was
insane.
really really awesome. Yeah, there were a lot of DJs. Like last night or 2 days ago or something, I went to a concert where it's like a Belgian jazz crossover band called Stuff. And DJ Menno from the Grasshoppers DJ big band. It was a DJ big band with like 13 DJs or something or more even. I don't remember. But a lot of those guys are friends of ours. You know, like they're really awesome dudes. And then Menno is like really an awesome dude. He can really. They're all dope scratchers. You know, like,
fucking.
so
really
it's
good.
the first DJ big band ever. I mean, like in the world, there
don't think
wasn't
they
such
did
a
it.
thing. There was
No, I don't think
nobody
it's,
else
like,
who actually
pretty much
did
the
this.
first ones, I
So
think.
Grass actually
Was
started
one of
a
the first.
When did they
DJ
do
big
this?
band.
Do you remember?
Sorry.
When did they do the big band?
It was like 2006, 5, 6, something like
Earlier,
this.
yeah.
Or even earlier a little bit. Yeah.
Like Lamont
Yeah,
asked
I'll have
me.
to look it up.
Lamont
Check it out.
actually.
Lamont asked me about this like in 2002 or so.
Or already, yeah. But then
But they were
is there any
planning
videos
things
surviving? You know, is there any YouTube
yeah,
videos?
there's plenty of well, I mean,
Nice.
check on YouTube the
Yeah,
DJ
yeah.
Grasshopper big band, and then you even have his wife and like
Yeah,
she's a
great. She's a
soul,
great singer.
singer and great singer. She was also singing in that band. There was a saxophone player in that band. I mean,
It's a
they had
band,
really
basically, I mean.
good shows, man. Like
Yeah, that's good.
but scratching was centralized basically. It were like DJs,
point, yeah.
and it was all about scratching. It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, nuts. So then, okay, so we hit to 2000-ish, 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
Then what happens? So you quit some point in the next.
Yeah, well,
close to that time.
That's
at
the
some
thing
point.
here in where like we're at my place here in Leuven, and basically about 5 minutes walk from here there's a little place called Soyo,
Yeah.
and
Like a youth center.
the
or
Killer
whatever.
Tactics, they organized a DJ battle there.
Yeah.
2001, 2002, and then they had a break, and then they picked it up in 2005 and 6 again.
Yeah.
And basically 2001, it was like a guy from the French speaking part, the Walloon part, who won.
Magic
Then
Cut?
Magic Cut, yeah.
Yeah.
Then 2002,
He still scratches the
Lords of Fit, Magic
Magic
Cut.
Cut.
Yeah,
Oh, Magic Cut.
yeah. So it's
Yeah, but
yeah.
he's a good scratcher.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
really good.
But then 2002, Lords of Fitness came all the way
Hey,
from Germany to.
We saw all those guys like Rafik and shit when he
Rafik's,
didn't like win
first
anything. yet.
battle that he won in Belgium, and the finals was I think even Rafik up against Rasguignado, and Kid Fresh was even there, and he was third.
Wasn't he? I
Yeah.
thought it was ND.
No. Absolutely not.
ND participated.
ND participated as well. Me as well.
Didn't you battle him?
The first year, 2001, I beat
Okay.
ND, and then the 2002 one, he took revenge because I also had like some issues with like needle skip and
Yeah,
all
of
that
course.
shit. So, but yeah, ND is definitely worth mentioning. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
He's one of the awesomest scratchers in Belgium.
He's freaking
ND.
insane.
It's like he works for Artfun actually.
Yeah.
It's
he's
the guy
like- he's the
made from
Artfun man.
scratch, the made from scratch guy.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
really really awesome. He has really
Fucking insane.
awesome style actually. Yeah,
Echt.
yeah. Belgium is such a small
Seems like
shithole,
there's a ton of scratches from
but
Belgium.
it's like tons
Yeah,
of
it
scratches
changed
for such
because like
small
back in the
country,
days it was
yeah.
like when we started. I mean, there was like not a lot of like DJs and scratchers,
Mm-hmm.
but like now. Now I started scratching again like in these years and like it's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean like
But then when did you stop? I forgot. We that's what I asked
Oh
originally.
yeah,
When did you stop though? Because
That was
you
like
did these
the-
battles 2001, 2002.
yeah like the one I think it was the first Hit the Decks battle from
you still
Enos.
participated,
Yeah,
and then in
I
2002 you
participated.
didn't.
And then but yeah no I was not doing it.
2002
I
you weren't
just-
there anymore.
No, I went to watch.
Yeah, you
Like, that was
just
the
came over
when
to
the Lord
check.
of Fitness came. Eh?
And then they won, yeah, absolutely.
I didn't participate that one. Just went to watch because at that point I already like quit. I was like doing like other stuff
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. What's the other stuff?
No, that's
Does not be named.
That's not like no.
Things
no.
that shall not be named.
No. Things that should not be named.
Working.
Yeah,
He was working hard. Working hard.
Yeah. But like basically, I stopped because like there wasn't like any DMC anymore. It seems or ITFs or whatever. There were like really no battles.
Yeah, there were like they stopped even organizing DMC around that time, even like 2002 and 3.
That's
and then
why
they picked it up again, and then like 2005. I'm just skipping there's like a whole gap actually, but still 2005 and 6. Like the Killer Tactics organized that Hit the Dax battle in it's a place called Diest. It's not far from here, like a half an hour drive. It's also a shithole. Yeah, sorry for those guys.
It's not a shithole.
It's also like Leuven.
It's a great little town.
I find European shitholes are quite few.
It's a marvelous.
Nice people, but
it's great.
But they're nice people. But the Killer Tactics, they organized it in 2005 again, and then Prozyko won. So he won, and then even Uncut was there, but he couldn't even participate because we were already 16 DJs.
And he couldn't participate
because he came in late or something.
Yeah, Uncut was there, and he was like, "Can I compete?" Yeah, sorry, dude, we're like 16. And that was epic, really fucking epic. And then I don't know, like the whole Lords of Fitness came down to judge. It was really, and the location was also really nice. It was like
an amphitheater.
A Roman amphitheater actually.
It was great. I was there, drinking.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Screaming
I also participated, but I had some bad luck because I had to go up against DJ Cross, who was back in the day in my team. We had a team called IFC, Iron Finger Cuts, and there was Jack from the Misfits and Cross, and then another guy from Antwerp called Master Fingers. And at that time, I think technically Master Fingers, the guy from Antwerp who totally quit now, was actually the best scratcher in Belgium at the time.
Yeah, he could with the skills he had back then, he could participate now.
Absolutely. He even won the first Wizard of Ah in Germany.
Okay.
Oh really?
Yeah. Master Fingers.
This guy was.
If you look up, it's like a half black, half Belgian. I mean, like he's totally Belgian, but like he's
this guy was like seriously, you should have seen this. This is like insane.
Yeah, he was.
He was so much more technical and better than anyone.
Time, absolutely.
It was like
absolutely
like. Everybody's like, where the fuck did this guy come from?
A secret scratcher coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, he basically Cross and this guy, we were scratching a lot of times together, and they taught me a lot of things, and I was scratching even before them. Yeah. Can you imagine? Like I quit a little bit. I didn't really. These guys were really like scratching every day, and for a long time I didn't really practice every day. Right. I never. Well, in the beginning I practiced a lot, and then I had these days.
Of course, I think everybody does. I mean, like if you think about it, so 98, 20 years.
Yeah.
You longer.
Yeah.
22, 23 years.
More. Yeah.
But like you have a long ass break. You know, you go in and out of like kind of scratching and then like hardcore, and you have those. I mean, for sure for myself, there was years where nothing advanced.
Yeah, same.
And then there's like these pockets of
same
like,
thing.
I stopped like for more than 15 years, like 16, 17, and really I didn't touch my turntables at all. Like never. Like sometimes like at like a friend's place or like a party or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all like, yeah, come on, let's scratch some more. So like, okay, and then like I scratched a little bit, but like I mean, there was like really not doing anything much.
So then 2003-ish, we talked a bit about the battle. So what happened between 2002 and 2005 for you with scratching?
I actually didn't really do much. I mean, I started again in 2004. 2004, I picked it up again, and I remember there was an ITF battle, Benelux, in the Netherlands, and that's where I met Cross, Jack from the Misfits, like back in and then we in 2005 they already had their crew called IFC, and then they asked me like, "Don't you want to join?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course."
Yeah.
And then we like participated also in 2005 at the ITF European as a team, and there we were second.
Nice.
So that was nice. Yeah, and Lords of Fitness was judging.
Who beat you guys? Do you remember?
Some German guys as well.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
The Germans taking over Belgium.
The Germans, like, it's always the Germans. It was like in soccer, like back in the day.
Back in the day.
Not now.
Not recently.
It's always these Germans.
No, but I mean the Germans at that point.
Yeah, they were.
There was like this, like the Polish guys now. I mean, like back in the days, the Germans were like they could like beat anyone they wanted.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's just like now with scratching like the Polish guys.
Polish
I mean,
guys,
like a random dude from Poland can like win a scratch battle where he wants.
Well, random.
Like-
I mean, like they're really good. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a really concentrated, like from talking to some of those dudes, they had like a period of like, hey, we're gonna all get together and advance a lot. And they did. And they did it. Yeah, they had a forum they were all chatting on, and they like met up a lot religiously for a chunk of time.
And that's the thing. I went to Poland. Well, that's later, 2007, but like 2006. Just want to mention this. I won the actual Hit the Decks finally, the 4th last edition. I won, and that what? Do you remember DJ Clear?
Yeah.
He was in the competition actually as well. With
Nuclear Breaks.
There were 2 French guys as well, and at that time I really practiced a lot just for the battle, just doing the routines. Like back then, my girlfriend, she even had to like time all my routines. I was like, just press start and stop. Is it 90 seconds? Okay.
And what were your routines like at the time? You think like if you think
more
back,
scratch, real sort of like.
With a lot of this sentences.
Yeah, a lot of this.
some wordplay distances.
Yeah, like
this sentence.
straight up.
I had a. You can check it on.
Yeah.
I think it's still on YouTube. My Cop That Shit. I have a Cop That Shit. Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott's Cop
along
That
with
Shit.
like
beat
vulgar
and these kind of things.
vulgar display of scratching.
Vulgar display of scratching. Cowboys from Hell.
Hey.
No, but like in 2007, I went to Poland, to Poznan, and there, that's a guy called, I'm not sure if he's still is still busy, but I guess so, DJ Mental Cut, and he organized these scratch .battle.pl or whatever battles basically.
Yeah.
And it was a 6 minutes routine like DMC. Scratching, beat juggling.
Yeah.
And there I was second after Aprom. Aprom won.
Yeah, he's a murderer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Aprom.
Aprom, yeah.
He's a freaking nightmare if you see
Both
that.
hands,
sorry.
multiple everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah.
And then still
both
The videos he
sides,
just posted like lately.
Yeah.
It's insanely good.
It's
Yeah.
like I'll forget about him, and then he'll just be like, "Hey, look at this little video." Real quick.
The old
I'm
school
still
miner.
around. I'm still around murdering
Absolutely.
you.
Even like
Yeah.
like Eprom, like the first like loopers I scratched on.
Yeah.
Were from
The
Eprom.
miners, 8-bit miner.
like those.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Those
I
are
know.
old. I mean,
Absolutely. Yeah, that's funny, man. And yeah, and then I moved to Prague for 5 years, and I really didn't practice much. I met those guys like the Czechs, like Freaky and Flux and all those guys. But I didn't really scratch much.
Yeah, I didn't scratch much when I was living there either. It was.
I was playing a lot with those guys, the English guys like Tuco and like those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing actually
I know
really
that.
like garage and all that stuff. Yeah, like really at clubs and
Yeah,
really,
I
like,
mean, there's a good DJ scene there. If you want to DJ, it's doable.
Yeah,
But
it's a nice city to actually do that
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, indeed. But scratching, I remember I judged the DMC twice there. Freaky basically invited me to judge together with Uncut.
Yep. Yeah, I know the story. Wait a minute, this is a good story though.
The story.
Should we tell this story?
The story, of course.
That Uncut basically was, and if you ask Uncut,
He still mentions it.
He's still gonna laugh at my face because I was so pissed, drunk, that he had to really take care of me the whole night because I didn't know what I was doing. We went to the Roxy at Loha,
That's where they always
the
have
bar,
the
the club. So basically, Freaky's girlfriend was working there back in the day, like I think it was 2011 or 10 or something. And then and then I was so drunk. They put me on a couch, and I started vomiting everywhere, and they were like they needed.
It was a nice white
two
couch.
Maids, two cleaning ladies, basically to clean up my mess. And every
were
time
following
they
him,
cleaned
like,
up
the whole
my
time.
vomit, I started vomiting again. They took a lot of pictures. That's
They can be found on the dark web.
Yeah, and Freaky I don't even remember a thing, but like Freaky put me in a cab back to his place where he lived in Prague. Like basically I slept at their place, and apparently I started vomiting in the cab and everything. Like the cab driver didn't want to take me. Like it was the worst ever.
The
Czech Republic really messed me up. Like
I got a cool story too. Like Dysfunctional had Uncut over here in Leuven for some a weekend or whatever to also record something, and but I was out of scratching totally, so I didn't know any DJs, didn't see any battles.
Yeah, you stopped checking the videos and everything.
Yeah, I was totally out of it. And then I was at a party, partying, drinking like crazy, chasing women and shit. And basically at some point Dysfunctional says, yeah, we're gonna go eat something at the kebab or whatever, and blah blah blah.
Uncut said we're gonna go get a kebab.
He probably asked Dysfunctional, but basically
He's
so
Turkish,
we
right?
went to the kebab and Dysfunctional this is a friend of mine is also a DJ. At this point, he was world champion several times. We're yeah, this is a DJ. Cool. And I was drunk as fuck. I was talking to him so I'm a DJ too. I've used to be a DJ. But it was more scratching and beat juggling and explaining him scratching and beat juggling.
Yeah, and at that time he was already European champion and everything.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, world champion.
That's how cool this guy is. He didn't tell me anything about this. So he was just listening. It's cool, blah blah, and just being chill as fuck. And at no point he said anything. So yeah, but actually I'm
I'm the best.
I'm a freaking monster, and I'm the best ever. He didn't say anything about it. I mean, and that's really why why this guy is badass.
He's badass.
I mean, this is a badass motherfucker. Right?
He's really and it's that video everybody knows, the Beware of the Average Man. Oh my god, it's the best video ever made, I think.
It's funny because
pretty much
the image of him in that video is my image of who he is before I met him a couple years ago, and I didn't even recognize him when I met him.
Oh really?
Because he's grown up. The video's old as fuck now. He doesn't look the same. He's a bigger dude. He's
I haven't seen him since that night in Prague,
Music
actually.
Festival a few times. And and I was I didn't recognize him when I first saw him because I hadn't seen him since these older videos, So he was way younger and smaller.
The story I told, it was in 2007 or 2008.
Yeah.
So he was he was a young dude. I was
Where's the Average Man? I don't remember.
I think it's 2010 or something.
Yeah.
Because after that video, we had to judge the Czech and Slovak finals, where the story did, and I think that was 2010 or 11 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Czech kept DMCs going along.
Thanks to Freaky. Absolutely. He's the man.
They never stopped it.
Really. Yeah.
And they got ideas going on now too. So hopefully it'll pick up a lot there.
Yeah.
Cool. So then, so we hit up to 2006 or something. But then, what about your equipment styles? So you went from the Scratch Master Because
oh my god.
I had the Scratch Master and like a shitty belt drive turntable, and then I like scratched at a friend's house who had the 06.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, this is like,
Yeah.
I have to have this.
This is what I need.
There's
Actually.
no way I
But
can
you
get
never,
better now
you
without
never.
having this.
Did you ever buy the Technics DMC mixer?
No.
No. Okay. So that was actually the second or third mixer that I had.
That was your first I can has good fader sharpness.
And it still has a.
That wasn't a good fader.
I mean, the fader was good for like an hour, and then it started to bleed.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
An hour?
Yeah, I've heard this
absolutely.
idea that it
the
wasn't a good
sound
fader,
was
but-
awesome, and it still is.
And it looks great.
You can
It's
filter
like the
you can. A
greatest
lot of
looking
house
mixer.
DJs even used it back in the day, because the filtering, like the sound,
Yeah, they had,
was
like,
really
better filtering than
like
the
really
Vestax.
like really good stuff. But yeah, the fader after an hour, if you intensively scratched it.
In like the manual, it
already.
even said like this fader is good like for 100,000
cycles or
cuts or
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like reading this and I was like yeah, so I mean this is like gonna be like done in like a few hours.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
And actually it was like after one I was like, and at that time was like practicing like crabs and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically it was like an hour.
Do you
and it was
remember? Do you
broken.
remember when crab scratches were like you were like, holy shit, if I could do that,
Yeah.
that's gonna be. So
That was the
tight.
point. When and I basically I bought.
I got it. I'm done. Like that's the scratch
I'm done.
ever.
Yeah. No. Actually, it was
could do
the other
the
way
crab.
around for me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
crabs. I because of grass, thanks to grass and the
Yeah, he
whole-
has the greatest crab
he's
ever.
like
except Hubert, maybe.
like rolling like crab,
Echt
and we wanted
crazy.
to do this stuff before I met him, and then he said like, dude, you have to start open, like. And I didn't
That's
even
the
know
whole
what he meant, you know, like it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what,
yeah.
like yeah,
the
you
whole
have to
flare
start
principle.
open, and then I was like, oh my god, what the hell is this? Like, what?
Yeah, like everybody like scratching with a fader closed and like just ticking
Yeah.
and shit. And I was like, no, you need to be like open
Yeah.
and like tick with your thumb, and then then you need to like do lesser fades and you can like.
Yeah,
And then I started like doing the 2-click flares, and he was like, okay, I see.
And,
I see what
listen
you
to me.
mean.
and that's the thing. I was like, I didn't even understand a thing because how could you actually, like, you know, I was like transforming, like, and then like
Real
you know,
fast,
like,
but I mean, I
my
did it
wrist
like
hurt,
extremely
like, really.
fast. I mean, no
And
kidding.
then he
it
was like,
like with no effort.
like with no effort, basically, like. Yeah, it's the same thing as in you know like the ScratchCon 2000 video.
Yeah.
Where
Walks
Hubert
through it,
actually he
walks
didn't
it all
he had
through
the
his
same
leg.
thing with Flair, and Flair was like doing like and Hubert was like what the hell like
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
Hubert could actually do it like as fast.
afterwards yeah
He
but-
did
but-
like he had more. He had to put in more effort basically, but he
Yeah.
could probably do it as fast.
yeah
So
But
then,
that's like Hubert. I mean,
So then, like, okay, so we talked about the grass because that's what. What was the first like cut then you learned? I mean, you know, there's always the baby thing or whatever. What was the first time you were like, "That's a scratch. This is the name of it," and I'm learning
well transform
Yeah.
for me transform and I'm
But
still
somebody,
all
like, how
about
did you
transform.
find out what it was called? Do you know what I mean? Like somebody.
Yeah,
like,
well, because of those videos like ScratchCon and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, and you know there's a part on the video where Hubert is explaining all the scratches,
Yeah.
and then Flair
And
is
then Flair
actually
does it.
doing.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
It was like-
and that's where I actually.
Yeah.
It was like sort of hallucinant how many scratches there were.
Yeah, he goes through probably. If I remember, he only goes through really like.
From baby to like the 3-click disc flare like
Yeah.
like the you know
I think he goes through like less than 10 or less though, right? You know what I mean? But it
Yeah.
seems like an insane amount when you think about it. Like.
it is.
well it's more than 10 though or maybe
Is
it looks
I don't
like
remember.
it's,
I think the,
yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah
vaguely
maybe you're
remember
right
being short.
yeah
It's not as long as you think, and he's just like, you know, here's baby.
but they
here's
explain the
Jubilee.
most complicated scratches
Double
like
click.
the you know like these 3-click
Yeah.
flares that basically I was practicing like all the time afterwards because they said like we still don't understand this and that was like I have to practice this.
Those guys don't understand it.
Put the bar there.
Yeah, there you go. Homework.
but I still don't understand actually. You
What
know.
about you? What was yours? Do you remember, Kelly? The one that you're like,
I started doing like chirps, like and even like the right side, that was like I knew one scratch like chirps like real fast from like two sides, and then I met up with like the Kilotactics crew. And they were like explaining this, but I mean, you get like transformer scratches. I was like, what the fuck, and he would like do the what the fuck? I never even heard about that stuff, and I was like, man.
Well, but you know.
And then I started scratching like from the left, like constantly, and then afterwards came like crabs, flares, duplex flares, and like everything basically.
We totally forgot to mention Self. He was back in the day actually also.
DJ freaking Self. This guy, like, basically, there was like a battle. I thought it was
of technical scratching
the battle. The battle you told me that we battled. Actually, I thought it was like I battled Self there. I think.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know you.
Like basically, we met up like with like a guy from like Namur, like Nam.
Yeah, it's like,
and basically
part,
and we went with him to like Brussels to like a battle. And like the Kilotactics crew, they were like, this guy is like insane scratching.
He still like, is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I was like instantly like talking to him because like I was like way into scratching back then. I was like total scratch nerd, like doing nothing but scratching. And he was like explaining, so but like you can like do combos and basically he explained to me how to do combo. At that point I was just like doing the moves like separately. And he was like, no, you gotta do like this and like combine that shit with that shit. And I was like, what the fuck, this guy is a freaking genius.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then like, of course, I've told you about the luck I have in battles. Of course, like the battles.
I see it personally.
Like the battle starts and they do like the picking of the first, and of course I need to battle him like in the first round, of course, and. Then we do the battle and it was like crazy but like basically I learned so freaking much that day, and I went home and I was like, okay, now I like need to change everything I do and like start doing combos and then like a little while after, that's the thing, only after that I met you. I think because when I met you I was already doing combos.
You were already thinking of combos.
When
you met him, and then he was like, just
and I didn't do anything.
He was like he was like in the transformer stage, and I was doing like these combos, and it was like, what the fuck is this shit? And that's the thing. I didn't like really learn him how to scratch or whatever, but I like really like pushed him.
Lot, man.
Dude. You learn from everyone, but like the thing is, I like pushed him like in a direction like where he really wanted to like start scratching every freaking day and
like a real nerd.
For hours.
Yeah, like
I made him a nerd. That's what I do.
That's it. Yeah.
But that was
Self.
the thing.
Yeah, and then
Self
you have, we're forgetting people. Like there's this guy, huge guy like Kato from he used to live in Brussels with me, like not far away. And then you have Brussels, also a guy from Brussels.
When did Kato get into it? Like,
I met him in 2005 or something in Brussels.
That's when you came across him.
I didn't even know him.
And then he was already.
I was out.
Insane, actually. He won a lot of things as well. Like the Belgian chapter for Beat for Battle, and then went to Paris or whatever in France. So he's really, really, really good. He still is
probably the best scratcher
in Belgium.
In Belgium.
Yeah, together with Odilon maybe.
Odilon also, of course.
When did you guys meet Odilon?
Me only.
Me like a year ago.
2013 or something. Yeah.
I knew him from online, from seeing his videos and stuff.
But I missed him.
I'm not really sure when I first saw him.
I remember he moved to Belgium, but I was already in Prague. I was living in Prague, so I missed a lot of people. People in Belgium were hooking up, and I wasn't there because
I heard about him. Like he won like IDA with like Beat Butcher.
Yep. Of course.
And like Beat Butcher
World Championships.
That's
like Beat Butcher. My second cousin.
The freaking genius.
Yeah,
it's true. Yeah.
I think you told me this. You didn't know each other.
We didn't know, and then his. Dad's last name is the same as my grandma's last name. They're Belgium is a small country, man.
That's really funny.
basically like Beat Butcher. Like I met him like when he did like his first battles. Like the first time he participated in like battles, like way back, and then like afterwards we hooked up like a few times, like practice scratching and shit. But like we could like instantly
He's
see
the most
he was like
innovative guy ever.
he was a freaking G.
He
I was
builds
like
his own
scratching and he was
material.
like yeah
He builds his own gear.
Yeah, he built his own gear, but at that point he was like way musical, like drumming, and
he's
doing
a
all
musician,
kinds of shit,
actually,
like making shit like a freaking inventor shit. And now he's like a freaking. I mean, he makes sounds. He makes the sounds.
He's working for
Ableton.
Ableton,
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
working. He's basically
He's a freaking genius.
coding even for
crazy.
Ableton. Yeah, he's a genius.
It's
Absolutely.
it's-
Yeah, there's so many guys.
He works on another
in
level
Belgium.
That's
that
what
we
this
do.
seems like. It seems like there's an
Insane,
insane
man.
amount
Such a small
scratching
country,
going
yeah.
on from here.
Yeah.
I've always had that perception before coming. Like there was this perception of me of like tiny country with tons of dope scratchers.
Yeah, but we forgot to mention TMB. So he has the cleanest
forgot about
style.
that guy.
He has
He's-
the nicest style
when we
in
got to the
Belgium,
modern
actually.
stuff, I couldn't go past.
Yeah, that's more like the model
But,
stuff.
but when did you guys meet
But he
him?
already
when
did-
did he start scratching? Because I only know
started,
him recently
I think-
in my history, my
Yeah, and
knowledge.
I met him like last year. So.
I met him 2 years ago only, but he easily became a very good friend. Actually, he's a really good
He's a
friend of
chill
ours.
Yeah, he was real
He
chill,
comes
dude.
over here
Nice.
all the time. Well, I mean, like we practice. I find him, for me,
probably
specifically
still one
like
of the best.
cleanest. He has the cleanest and
Like, nobody can
dopest
scratch.
style ever.
Nobody
actually.
can scratch clean like him.
It's
so.
Yeah, he
really
did
really
have super
clean.
clean cuts.
It's really like
If we can
so dope.
one day scratch half as clean as him, we'll be very,
Yeah,
very happy.
the thing I just remember was when I met all you guys the first night at the battle in Brussels, and then I had to go against him, and then the second round he just like did a bunch of stabs only, and I was like, God damn, I'm losing. The dude
that
just
point-
only stabbed,
Yeah, at that
only
point-
stabs for the whole fucking round, and I'm gonna lose against that. Like they're
And
just so
at that
dope.
point,
I'm
he
definitely
already
gonna
beat
lose.
me. Like the first round,
Yeah.
he beat me, and then he started doing like just like I
was like,
remember
God
that he
damn it.
didn't indeed
It was
he
actually-
did like all stabs like the
Yeah.
whole freaking time, and his stabs is like the cleanest ever. It's like insane.
He's the fucking king, man. Like it's like
It's like
TMB.
you can't even.
Yeah.
And the dude just before the battle, he even told me, "Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna. I have to
Yeah, I
like work
know.
all
Yeah,
day.
that's what he told
My
me
wrist
too.
is like
And he was
sore
Like,
as
"No, I'm
fuck
not
and
entering,
shit."
bro. I'm tired.
Yeah,
bro.
and then we were one man short, and then he was like, "Hey, dude, can I borrow your record?" Like, oh, dude.
He had like a sore wrist.
I tried to like he was like, which turntable do you want? I was like, well, that one's skipping a lot, so I'm gonna stick with this. You have fun.
And it probably didn't even skip for him.
He didn't notice.
He doesn't do skipping.
And that's the thing. It's so funny. He forgot 2 records once, and like the hole in the middle.
Yeah, it was like wide or something.
He didn't even put a sticker in there.
Yeah.
He didn't.
And like it's when I tried it,
Doesn't matter
it
for
kept
him.
constantly.
Yeah.
I was like, how?
Delicate touch.
It's like insane. Echt.
Yeah,
totally
it's
insane. It's like it's not even fair.
We
to
call
battle
him
this guy.
Mr. Clean, like
Yeah.
in French, Monsieur Propre.
Yeah, Mr. Clean, like the
Yeah,
detergent
guy,
bottle.
like that.
Mr.
Yeah,
Clean.
he's absolutely the cleanest ever.
Yeah,
he was.
that's how you call him.
Yeah.
That's
And
basically-
then so I guess you get back from Prague. 2012.
And actually, that's when I 12.
But
then-
when you were in Prague, you weren't practicing that much. You were making routines.
Not at
or
all.
no?
Not even.
Just
not
DJing
even,
a lot.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
working.
even practice at all at home. And then I only started again when we bought the house here like 3 years ago. Really like.
So 2015.
Like I have
14.
my own space here upstairs, and then I just started again inviting all of you guys. Like everybody is welcome, so I can actually steal all your cuts. So and it's only 3 years ago that I actually see myself advance even. Most of the combos and the things that I do now, I only learned honestly in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
a lot
So
of
it's like
things.
building on the foundation you already had, but like
But
actually.
the dopest things that I do now, I only learned in the past 3 years. Yeah.
But let's think like so if you go back to the let's say like some combo or technique that you hadn't had before, and then you started learning it in 2015. Like, what was your process for that to learn it? You know, like I had some things that I really wanted to learn, and I knew what to do. I knew what people were doing. I just couldn't execute it. So then I like made myself, you know, I'm doing it slow as fuck, half time, and I'm just gonna drill it and drill it and drill it. But is that basically what, you know?
Not at all.
That's what I'm curious.
For
like,
me, it's
he asked me, and I told him how to do it.
No, it's actually like I have absolutely no structure or anything. I just need to just do it. Yeah. And then suddenly one day...
That was pretty much in sync.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2 years ago or 3 years ago or something. Then you find something and it's like, okay, I'm just going to practice on this. But it's not like that I break it down and I'm going to do it very slow. He's more like this, like for example, the Autobahn, I still can't do it. But like, for example, he does it really slow and then he goes faster. Yeah. For me, it's, I don't have this, like...
style.
I mean, that much patience. It's like I just need to do it like really fast.
He's like a nerd, but he's like not that much of a
nerd.
nerd.
I'm not a real
like,
nerd.
For example, when you learn a new scratch or a new combo, you learn them double time.
I don't.
Yeah,
I cannot even.
Like fast.
You lose it fast. You don't learn it slow.
I cannot even do it slow.
Yeah.
I mean, afterwards I would do it slow. But I learn it immediately fast. Yeah. And I do it because I see them. I check out videos or a lot. Most of it is
from the dudes. Right?
From the dudes coming over. Yeah.
So then you're coming back in 2017 scratching 16. So then we're still 2015. You're starting again, practicing again. You're learning.
Yeah, basically I started like really practicing. Like in 2017 was like coming here and like drinking beers and shit. It was like not
and that's
really
the
practicing.
thing. The first time we hooked up again, was with, and we didn't mention this guy yet, but Hypercuts from
that's what I was gonna get to because I thought he
Hyper freaking Cuts.
And he was we went to a party on a Friday or a Saturday. He was like sleeping over, and he was completely passed out, like really hungover.
We lost him. We lost him.
No. I mean, when you came down here for the first time after all those years, and then he was sleeping on the couch, and then he couldn't even get up.
It was like it was real bad.
I had to just basically, like, okay, so this is the new gear, and the Rain 50 or 62 or whatever.
Here's the effect button. These are key points.
Yeah, indeed. And then he was just Hypercuts was like, oh guys, can you just stop scratching? He was so hungover because we partied really hardcore the day before.
Yeah, it was.
And then you started coming over more frequently.
He called me just like, I'm like back in Belgium. We should scratch again. And I was like, man, I haven't like scratched in like 15 years or 16 years. I mean, I'm total shit now. Yeah. And then, but like in 2018, that was like the thing. In 2017, I was like coming here and like scratching like for fun and shit. And like 2018, I said like, I fixed my mixer, like oiled the whole thing and shit. And I started practicing at home again. And that was like the first thing. I was like, man, there's like tons of new scratches and I can't do any of them. I'm gonna like, I was just like
hand control things.
Yeah, that's still like
Phil Fortiak, we have to mention as well. Jean.
We're going there tomorrow.
We're going there tomorrow. It's a guy from Belgium as well, and he has the sickest hand control ever.
It's crazy. He doesn't even use a fader. He shouldn't even use a fader actually.
By the way,
it's a dope print.
Yeah, he's an artist, man. Phil Fortiak, it's crazy. Really fucking dope scratcher. It's like one of my favorite scratchers in Belgium as well.
Yeah, he could. That's the thing. He doesn't participate in like battles.
Yeah, he's not because he's getting. I guess he's getting a bit nervous and he doesn't want to. It's not for him. But if he comes over,
seriously,
like,
he
we're
could like
all like blown away.
He could have like entered like the Clash of the Titans easy and like won the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No freaking problem.
Yeah, I mean that's people are like that for sure. We always the guy that I learned to scratch from a lot. He always pointed out he thought about flair. because like you would see these videos that they were clearly recording Flair from behind when he wasn't paying attention, and he's doing just like insane murderous cuts. Yeah. And then when they would have him on camera, you could see he was nervous and like. Yeah. And
but like Vorjaki is not even like nervous. He's like just. He doesn't even bother. He doesn't care about battles.
Really,
how
do you say his name?
Vilvoordijk.
Yeah, it's basically a city close to Brussels. It's part of, is it part of, it's like sort of, Brussels.
Just next to Brussels.
Vilvoorde, and Vilvoordijk, it's based on
the Vilvoorde maniac.
Yeah, like it's dialect.
Basically, echt. We're gonna go there tomorrow, and he's gonna start scratching, and we're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's
yeah, he's really dope.
It's mad. It's really mad.
So then, what about Hypercuts? When did you guys meet him? Where did he come into this picture?
That's a funny story because he is sort of like my teacher, and
he's like my scratching grandchild.
I was his grandchild,
and
I was his teacher, and he's obviously better than me, and then so it's
he's like better than anyone.
Yeah,
it's like. It's like he thinks about scratching in like a way we just don't get. I mean,
he's really awesome.
It's ridiculous.
He I think he started in 2004 or 5 or 6 maybe even. I don't remember. You have to ask him. But he's like really much younger than us. Like I'm from 81. He's from 88 or 87.
I don't even know.
Not sure.
I'm from 78. I'm freaking old.
My little brother.
Yeah. And then he moved away as well, though, right?
Yeah, he lives in Poland now, in Krakow. Yeah.
He wants to come back though.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. I think he still
I
wants
hope he's
to come
coming back.
Echt, he should.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's his QFO over here.
Yeah.
If he comes
QFO,
back here, then we can like start scratching and training with him now.
Vestax.
That other 2000 I saw.
Yeah. That's his.
So he got his stuff. So he's not cutting. I guess maybe he's cutting on portables.
No. He has Technics in Poland.
And a rain.
And a rain with an eternal eclair fader in it.
He modded it also like the Mixfits mod guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he still has like an what was it again, like the Rodek scratch box thing.
Yeah, I sold it to him.
And now he promised I was gonna get it. I'm still like when he comes back to Belgium, I'm getting it.
Bring it up again.
Echt, I'm not forgetting about that one.
Rolex
but like normally at that point, I'm probably gonna buy like an S9 like at some point. Probably like next month or so.
When did you get your S9?
Last year. Last year. Yeah, it's an awesome mixer.
Yeah, it was a great upgrade from the 62 though.
62 is really good sound though.
The range sound is better.
Range sound is really, really good. But the fader, that's my preference. The S9 Maxwell fader is.
And not that like the range fader is bad because we tested like the 72,
but
and
it's a different style of cutoff, right?
Yeah, and this one cuts way sharper than any other fader, I think.
And you can feel the fader
too.
Yeah, but even this one is
I think
too way. Yeah, he has
have
that.
It.
Yeah,
a newer version.
I put it in my Vestax.
Yeah. No, I put it in your Vestax.
Like that one. Has like
I put it in my Vestax.
Yeah, put it in you.
This is my sound technical engineer.
It's really difficult.
So then, one thing I noticed here, just from the first time I met you guys, like Odelon, having the battle.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, that's a good place to go meet all these people.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
And then he put me on like the group chat with everybody, and immediately I was like, oh, these guys are super nice, like talking shit,
eating fried chicken.
Yeah, offering up fried chicken. I'm bringing fried chicken. I'm like, yes, this is
Nashville chicken.
These guys are perfect.
Like talking about hot sauces, and I was like, this is fucking dope. This is great. And then everybody was super nice there. But it sounds like, and I think maybe one reason why there's so many dope people is like, and it's the same thing we were talking about with Poland. Was it always like that? Was it Because like in the U.S. there was like this real, at least in especially the late '90s, early 2000s, this whole battle, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody
Attitude.
acting hard.
Same thing.
Fucking
Same thing in
all
Belgium.
This kind of high school drama.
That was in the 90s. In the 90s, everybody
Same
was
thing.
like straight up like,
I'm
we're gonna
murder
fucking kill
this
you.
one, and like even in our own
destroy
crew,
everyone.
we were like battling each other and
Pretty
being
much,
pissed
yeah.
off when we lost and everything, like
Echt.
kids, you know, like. So
Yeah,
now
that's the thing.
I think we all grew up.
We were all like
just
18, 20
grew
year
up.
olds.
Yeah.
I mean, we were like
It's-
straight up
it's better.
stupid. I mean,
Yeah, so there wasn't many older people in the scene at that point, right? Everybody
yeah,
was
like
younger.
Grasshopper. He was chill to everyone.
How old was he then? You know,
I think he
like-
was to be 40, over
He's probably-
45 or something. Yeah.
He's probably a vampire and lives and
I think he lives
have lived for
forever.
a long time.
he is eternal.
He's eternal, yeah. He's probably eternal. He's gonna be like stretching in like 100 years, and when
Yeah,
we're all
absolutely.
dead.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe because it seems like whenever I go to places like the UK, their scratch scene, like their community scratch games, community scratch barbecue, it's like there's so many really good people, and everybody's really like encouraging people no matter what their
Yep,
style
that's
is,
awesome,
what
man.
the style of music
Yeah,
is, what their
that's
style
great.
of scratching is.
Oh, yeah,
There's a
that's
lot
great.
of like banter and cheering on and.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now here too. I
That's
mean,
same
like
here.
That's what, that's what I'm
It's the
saying.
same
Like,
here
the
now,
battle
yeah.
I came to was extremely like that.
we're
Yeah.
like shouting for everyone.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely,
we're like,
man.
So that's kind of why I thought maybe like y'all had such a strong scene for being a tiny country too. Smaller country, it's easier to quickly know people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
we have to drive
no,
like
then
only
people
2
are, like,
hours
a little nicer.
max just to get from
Yeah.
one
2 hours?
2 hours from one.
if we drive 2 hours, we're like someplace in
No,
Holland.
no, I mean like from the
Holland or
from like
France.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I mean it's
like
it's
an hour. From
Like,
here,
yeah.
you can like drive an hour and be anywhere to Ghent,
Yeah.
Antwerp.
Yeah, I mean
Like
yeah.
in the balloons or
It's
whatever,
true. But if-
no
yeah.
problem. Like when I came to like Herrmutt Lobby
Yeah.
place, took like an hour, maybe a little more than an
Yeah,
hour,
yeah.
but like it's nothing. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a small country.
Yeah, Liège is not far from Leuven.
no, it's like
And then,
one highway. It's like
Like this time, because I noticed this. Like it seems like that you said you start scratching strong again 2014, 2015, right?
Yep.
You start learning a lot. Do you think it maybe is also because you're like growing up more? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, absolutely.
I noticed it myself that like as I grew up more and became more of like a responsible normal person, then like I got way better. I was able to like
I think
concentrate
so,
and do
yeah.
better in a shorter.
Yeah.
Just pay more attention to it and like
Yeah,
stop
absolutely.
bullshitting so
Yeah.
much. I don't know how to describe it.
Same thing, and for because like there's other stuff
Yeah.
in life
Yeah,
other than
yeah.
scratching,
Yeah,
so
for
but
sure.
it's just not cool. It's not
Or
just
family.
No, but
Yeah,
I mean
you
like
got
there's
kids.
I have kids,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the limited amount of time that I spend on it. It's more consequent, more productive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to like.
Because
Like
you think
before,
about it,
like
let it
before
last
we were
over
just
3 years.
smoking pot. Like I was smoking pot, and I was. There were months or years even that I didn't go anywhere, or
Yeah,
that I
for
had
sure,
the
that's
feeling
what
that
I-
I was like just.
Same old cookie make it fresh over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like with the pot, you can really like focus when smoking pot.
Yeah, but you
know.
can also just focus on doing the same shit over
That's the
and
thing.
over.
Over
that's
and
the whole
over
thing.
again, and
You
that's
You
the
can.
thing.
That's
And-
like the whole thing. Everybody says, yeah, but like smoking pot, you can be like really creative and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but like you can be really
As a
creative,
painter.
but at the same time being unproductive as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I mean,
Anything.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's smoking pot is not something that you get productive off of.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's different for everybody. Somebody just needs to smoke a cigarette. Somebody wants to eat a Big Mac.
But also the thing is, the thing,
Burger
the
King,
gear
right,
really helped a lot.
Yeah.
If you compare to like, I mean, I don't even remember. I wrote it down once, like how many mixers I've had in my
Yeah,
life.
it's like-
I think it's about 15 or something.
Yeah.
If I compare the 06 Vestax to this, I mean, it's a world of difference.
What about the turntable itself? Like, because
one that I won
I noticed
from-
you have a lot of techniques.
Yeah, that's still the best turntable, but the one, the Eagle tone that I won at the Clash,
Yeah.
actually it's really good. It's actually an advanced
It's
sync.
a real good turn.
Yeah.
It's an advanced sync, Yeah, it's really. I thought in the beginning, oh damn, it's gonna be another sync, but it's actually better. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And like, do you
yeah.
scratch using ultra pitch a lot?
Yep. Yeah, that's it works really well.
Because like you know, I mean in general before you got that because like when I went to the battle in Brussels, I had one record with me, ultra pitch record, and then it's techniques, and I hadn't been using techniques in ages.
Yep.
I was like
same thing.
Fuck, and it felt so weird.
Of
really
course.
like it felt weird.
Yeah,
and uncomfortable.
I know.
But that's what I was curious. Like so. When did you get an ultra pitch turntable? When did you first try it or start using one?
Hypercuts Vestax.
Yeah.
Before he moved to Poland.
He left everything here.
He left everything here.
So then what year was that though?
That's really recent.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
like 2000. And before that I only had Technics.
Yeah.
So, when was this? 2004. I don't even remember. 16? 15? Yeah, 2016.
And then this whole time, are you recording anything? But I mean, you're making some sets, you're making some battle stuff, a lot of battle stuff, a lot of scratching for fun, for self-scratching.
Yeah. Well, I did some small. Well, there's a lot of plans, and I did some stuff like the easy stuff with Herrmutt Lobby. The showcases, the playground, like some small videos. And then we're planning to sort of like. I'm not only into hip hop or there's some guys from here, Leuven, and we're jamming, and it's even techno. We're even like.
Are you saying before playing garage and stuff and.
Exactly. So.
He's still waiting for the Slayer collaboration.
To come through the phone call. Waiting on that email return. The Instagram message.
I would
response.
actually, if I could, I would actually start to play again in a band like metal.
Play guitar.
Yeah, guitar or the drums even like, but really like.
He's great at the guitar though. Right?
Black metal, like or like what's this guy's name like? No, the guys from Florida.
It's a bunch of metal bands playing it.
Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, that's the
Hammer
shit,
smash
man.
face.
Like that's the shit.
That is the shit.
That is the.
They're gonna perform in Holland pretty soon.
Death metal.
There's like a club in Holland that is gonna have like in 2 weeks time they're gonna have Napalm Death and Cannibal Corpse like back to back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's like fucking crazy.
So then, if you were listening to metal, then of course you had to have been like stoked on DJ Swamp stuff. If you were
absolutely, man.
Like, what the fuck?
Swamp is like. Did you see that performance? It's one of the DMCs.
Yeah.
And then he starts like even with the lighting his hand on fire, like blowing fire, and then starting to rap.
I didn't even see that shit.
And he has like the pentagrams everywhere. It's like awesome, dude. It's like
he's still
this is the fucking king,
he's still
man.
touring and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's like producing stuff or something.
He's Ministry's DJ now, yeah.
Yeah.
The band Ministry. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Rap rock. Scratch rock.
Yeah, and like Ministry is like pretty hardcore.
Yeah. Scratch rock. So then, so 2015. What battles are you entering then? Are you entering some? Because there's been those Brussels ones.
I not at all. Nothing, man.
Too many DJs ones here and there.
Nothing except for until 2 years ago. Too many DJs in Brussels.
Yeah, that's when
that's when actually thing, I was actually. That was a huge motivation. I was really lucky. I guess I won from TMB.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like that's not possible.
That's not possible.
and then that was a motivation to basically keep practicing.
Yeah.
And inviting more people. He came over. We started really to become friends. Like, he's a really cool dude, man. Like, and then we were just drinking beer and scratching, on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Normal people go out. socialize, but we were just
Yeah, but basically we stopped scratching at 10 o'clock and then go to the bar.
We went to the bar
Yeah,
like
to the bar.
until 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
That's how it goes. We just before we go out, we do a scratch session, which isn't bad.
Yeah, so that's when I met you guys.
Yeah.
It's the Too Many DJs.
Yeah.
But and that's I guess the last one of this year, or something, or is that last one of all? He said it was
No,
the last one.
last one of before summer break. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
Yeah, he's gonna do like normally. He
Doesn't
told
mean the
me
winter or something because it's
in October.
September or October. Yeah,
Yeah,
something
September,
like this.
October.
because you were like yeah, TMB always beats me, and then this time I won somehow. You're like I didn't even think I won.
Yeah, but the last times, like the last 3 battles he entered, he won. Like
Well, I was real lucky, man. I think I was real lucky.
He's always real lucky, but then in the end he wins.
Yeah.
It's if you win 1, you're lucky. If you win 3, it's not really luck anymore. I mean, what's fuck?
Yeah, but I was also lucky that in the finals my needles didn't skip or something. You know.
You scratch with skipless records. I mean, what the
No,
fuck?
but even then you can have problems. You know.
I made it when the round I did at the Clash of the Titans. I actually made the freaking was at the last Florio battle.
It skipped.
Yeah,
I made
yeah.
the freaking skipless record skip.
It skipped to like another.
I had
but
the
of course,
same
you were
thing.
right on point for the next. Like
It was-
you went
it
from,
was-
like auto fresh or something like that. Or
Indeed.
Same thing.
I wanted to scratch
I
on
had
fresh and
this
it
many
skipped back on
times.
R, so I was like, wow, what the fuck. Doesn't even matter.
So then Clash of the Titans is coming up
Oh yeah, man! Best thing ever.
in 2 weeks.
Clash. I'm looking forward to it.
He's gonna beat everyone.
Actually, no, hell no. I don't know. We'll see.
Everyone.
No.
He's gonna have like a crew of people like shouting for him. He's gonna be afraid to
Absolutely
lose. I
not,
mean,
man. There's so many awesome DJs.
It's
They're gonna
crazy.
there's a lot of
participate.
the
there.
French guys,
Oh my
the
God.
freaking Greek,
Sligo.
the guy from Greece. I mean, what the
Yeah, I
fuck?
forgot how to say his
Yeah,
name.
exactly. Yeah.
I'll butcher it. I'm not gonna say it. It's with P.
Yeah, I didn't even know what his name, but I know the guy from Greece is like fucking insane.
Yeah,
And like Soligo also is like
Yeah, the
we've
French
seen.
dude
I
as
mean,
well.
you've been there.
He's really
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
yeah, he killed it.
He
Yeah.
kills it, yeah. And yeah.
We still haven't seen the Romanian guy. They haven't posted the video of the
Oh, really?
final. So I have no clue what he's like.
Romania, I didn't even know there's like
Just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
there's
because of the
Romania
sake, who's of it? Who's the Hungarian DJ?
Hungary.
I forgot.
Since
who
my
went to
wife's
now.
Hungarian, I need to know
I completely
who's the
forgot
Hungarian
now.
DJ, right?
Oh, what was his name? I forgot his name now. I just I know
You need to
it,
beat him like in the first round.
what's
It's
his name?
clear.
My wife's gonna kill me.
Probably.
Yeah, I can't remember his
she's not
name
gonna
right
be
now
happy
at
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's unknowns. The Dubai guy too. Haven't seen.
Yeah, indeed. But like they always like posted like the poster like updated with like the names, but it hasn't been.
Yeah, I haven't seen him, and they're like, "Oh, we'll have the video soon." And they.
But basically, there's like so for the Clash, everyone's selected now. So
Everyone except there's the final slot.
we have a final slot from yeah.
So we'll
So
see.
you mean Poland?
We'll see. Yeah, there's definitely some Polish dudes coming through.
It's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm curious who will enter. I've gotten some emails from some dudes I've never heard of. We'll see what that's all
Yeah,
about.
if they're Polish, they're probably gonna be.
Yeah, I
badass.
mean, right now we don't have that many entries, but I haven't been pushing it too much, so I'm gonna push it a little more. But if we get too many, I'll ask people to make like a video or something to eliminate, you know. But I think we're fine. But there's definitely some scary names on that email list so far that want to get in that final.
Or you can,
and
if there's not a lot,
on this cut.
if there's not enough people.
You gotta enter. If you're there, you gotta enter. I don't think on the list of that year.
but I'm not allowed to enter. That's the whole freaking problem. I wanted to
Oh, yeah,
enter.
that's
I
right,
told
because you already entered before battle. Yeah, that's true.
because TMB wanted to enter too, but he told me no,
Yeah, it's not possible.
we can't.
Yeah. Last year, there was a few people that got put in the battle, like at Sable Music Festival. That it was the Battle Av one, Cut the Cut, and like there was some guys that were from Chile, Ghost and FSO and Red Mist, and Ghost was like, "Nah, I don't want to." And we signed him up. I didn't actually, but I told him I was going to as a joke, and then I didn't know that the other guys actually did it. So he was like, "What the fuck?" You know, it wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. I was only kidding.
Oh my god.
We should actually.
But he did really good. He got to like the top 5 or so, like the semifinal or something.
Yeah.
He did really well.
Actually, we should like get some like if we're like in Berlin, the hostel there. We should like get like a turntable or two. Like,
Oh, there will be setups in room. Yeah, setup. Last time we tried to like steal a desk or a table from downstairs because like there's no good tables inside the thing.
Yeah,
but eventually we got one from a friend's house and set it up
echt.
in a room.
It's awesome.
To make some extra.
But
after
also,
party.
I mean, both all those like the Friday, Saturday night. It's like the tables are open until people are like not there anymore. The last time Skratch Nerds played at like 3:30 on a Saturday, and then they cut to like 6.
So basically, just for him, when does he need to be ready? Like on
Saturday at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, but you don't.
We need to get you ready by 4 o'clock, man, for the show, man. I mean, this is like the job from everyone from Belgium that's coming with you to like get you there like on time, like sober.
It's still a freestyle scratch battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that you have to like do routines, you know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like,
Show up and do your best.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
Your
it's
flow
gonna
will
be-
come through.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried too much about like, you know, like.
he can like win battles like hungover, like not even
Well,
knowing he's
yeah,
there.
if he can do what he can do, and it works. If it doesn't,
Yeah, we'll see.
that's the thing. That's not routine.
I have nothing to lose, man. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
It's just.
it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
There's gonna be a
I'm
lot of
going there
hanging
for
out and
fun. I'm
scratching,
just
so it'll
going
be
there for
blast.
fun. That's it. Yeah. No pressure really. I mean, there is pressure, but I don't want to let that rule and say like, okay.
Don't let Belgium
Because
down,
then,
man. Don't let
if
Belgium
there's,
down. It's gonna be
then
tough.
then you're gonna be like nervous as fucking, and
No,
it's gonna suck. So it's
I just need a beer and that's it.
A few beers in you.
yeah, two.
Just one or two, and then after the
Well,
battle,
you'll have
we're
your
gonna
beer.
get
You'll have
we're gonna get
those
completely
DJ Swordz
wasted.
beers. Remember, we got the
Oh shit!
all
That
the,
is-
all the countries
shit,
got their
that's
own
true.
beer.
Awesome. That
is fucking
that
insane.
is really
Yeah.
awesome, actually.
We're gonna get-
I need one of those bottles just to
I think
bring
I
home,
can't
man.
remember if it was a 6-pack or a 12-pack each, but yeah.
Ah, yeah. Okay, awesome.
And
That's
then we'll have
really
Salem
good.
Music Festival beers
Yeah.
themselves, of course, for
That's
for
nice,
you
man.
can actually drink to save the 6-pack, you know,
Awesome.
for later. Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely have like a few of those left.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's a cool microbrewery too.
Yeah.
In Berlin there, that
Nice.
friends of Alex. I guess that's it. I'm dying.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking hot in here.
Yeah, man.
So we went through everything from the beginning to
From
the end.
till Clash.
It is.
That wasn't so bad.
Clash of the Titans.